our Day at the Museum series, and I'm at an art museum. Are you guys familiar with art? Okay, let's see if you can guess what these pieces are. Last week we talked about how Jesus was baptized. Let's review our main points. First week was we can see God through Jesus. Last week we learned that we can hear God's voice if we listen. And this week is Jesus gives us a taste of God's power. We're actually going to be talking about one of Jesus's first miracle. The only miracle I can really do is if I can actually draw as well as some of those art pieces. But we're talking about Jesus's miracle. Let's go ahead and pause here and read John 2, 1 through 11. What did he turn the water into? Okay, did you read it? It was wine. Let's hear from our tour guide to hear more about this story.
Well, how's everybody today? Ben Hunting here, your guide. Going to be taking you through the museum today. I'm going to be looking at some artifacts and some things that people have collected over the years. So I hope you enjoy it. Here we go. We're going to take off now and take a look. Some beautiful plates there. And this is a trophy wall by a famous hunter, R.L. Hill. Some of his trophies. Some of the famous people. Some great artifacts. Move on down the wall. Hope you enjoyed that tour. We're going to be talking today about a miracle. This miracle occurred in a town called Cana of Galilee. And it takes place in a wedding. This is, whenever you have a wedding or a birthday or something, you want everything to go well. You want to make sure you have plenty of cake and punch and everything for everybody. Well, there was a problem here in this wedding. In that day, the groom would provide all of the treats for people. He would provide whatever food they would have, and in that day they drank wine. So he would make sure that they had all that. Well, somewhere down the line there was a slip up, and Jesus had been invited to this wedding, and so had his mother. And his mother, I guess, overheard the servants talking and saying that they were out of wine. Now, in that day, this would be a great embarrassment for the groom because of this slip-up. It would be, people would talk about it forever. Hey, they ran out of wine for the guests and everything. It'd be a great embarrassment. So Jesus' mother goes to Jesus and she tells him the dilemma that they're having, that they're out of wine. And Jesus says to his mother, not being smart or anything like that to her, but he says, it's not my time. It's not time for me to do the miracles. But his mother knew how much of an embarrassment this was going to be. Probably they were close friends or something, and she knew this would be a great embarrassment. So she tells the servants, listen, whatever my son says to you, you do it. And so Jesus looks over in the corner of the room, and there were several excuse me, there were several pots there that they used for purification. They would set the water out, and then it was purified so they could drink it, and this and that and the other thing, and make their wine and everything. So he says to the servant, he says, fill up one of those water pots and bring it over here to me. So they bring the water pot over, and Jesus says to the servant, pour the water into the glass. And take it to the host. And they take the glass that was water turned to wine over to the host. And the host drinks from the wine. My dog wants to get into the act here. Go on and get out of here. Yeah, you never can tell what this guy's going to do. But he wanted to hear the story too, I suppose. So anyway, the host drinks from the glass of water that had been turned to wine, and he says to the groom, everybody brings forth the good wine first, and then after everybody has well drank, then he brings out the lesser expensive wine. But you have kept the best to last. Listen to me. God never gives you anything that's bad. He always gives you the best things. He wants the best for you. And this story illustrates the fact that Jesus cared for these people. He gave the best to the guest. It kind of rhymed, best to the guest. But he gave the best to them. He didn't bring bad wine or old wine or anything. He brought the best wine for them to drink. Boys and girls, I hope you've enjoyed this trip through the museum today. The things that we read about in the Bible, they're not just stories. They're actual facts. The Bible doesn't lie, and God doesn't lie. He tells us only the truth. He wants only the best for us. And so when you travel through the Bible, you'll see how God provided always for his children. And if you're his child today, God will provide for you. He loves you. If you're not his child, if you've never asked him into your heart, today you can do that. You pray a simple prayer. Dear Lord, I believe I'm a sinner. I know I need you in my heart. I want you to change my life and make me a member of your family. And I ask you, Lord Jesus, come into my heart and save me of my sins. Write my name in your book and make me a member of your family. Well, boys and girls, God bless you. Hope you enjoyed that lesson from the Bible. That's from the New Testament. And I just love this book, John. Read through and see the whole picture of this wedding. Hey, listen. Ben Hutton is signing off for today. Man, I got camels and donkeys and everything to go feed. So I'm going to take off and go feed them. And see you next time as we go through the museum. God bless you.
Our tour guide is so informative. Okay, let's go ahead and check out this cartoon to see a little more about our lesson.
Jesus was at a wedding with all his friends. Jesus' mom was also there. Everyone was having a great time until something happened. They had a special drink to celebrate the wedding, and it was all gone. They ran out. Jesus' mom went to Jesus and asked if he could do anything to fix the problem. Then, his mother told everyone to do exactly as Jesus tells them to do. Jesus filled 6 jars with regular old water, then told them to give that to the wedding guests. The people were probably very confused, but when the guests drank it, they were so happy.
Wow!
It was delicious! Jesus had taken plain water and turned it into a special celebration drink, and it was even more delicious than what they had before. Everyone was amazed and very thankful. The celebration could go on because of what Jesus had done. They learned that day that Jesus gives us a taste of God's power.
Jeremiah 29, verse 13. You will seek me and find me when you seek me with all your heart.